Okay, here we go again, guys. We are on the move again. On the move again. Sat around. We talked about other trails that we want to try and what trails have I been on as opposed to what they've been on. And there's a trail that they've always wanted to try, or a trail that they wanted to check out that I have been on recently, as a matter of fact, and I said, well, I will be happy to show it to you, kind of thing. And so we're working on even more future rides. I'll probably ride with these guys whenever I can. I mean, they ride on Thursdays, and unfortunately for me, I normally work on Thursdays. So I don't get to come too often. I can ride on the weekends, but I have to work during the week. So I get with them when I can, when I can go. And I'll call some people, get with Rick, and this guy Rick, I get with him, my dad's friend, and maybe we'll go check out some trails on other days other than Thursdays. Thursday is just their designated day, and I believe that, is it Monday or Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday, where they do some other kind of activity, like bowling or top golf or something like that. And then I think every weekday is pickleball. I think they're pretty much all avid pickleballers. Pickleballers? I don't know if that's the right term, but picklers, and avid picklers. Oh, are we gonna try this mud hole? We doing a little mud hole? Yep, I think we're gonna try the mud hole. See if we can get some. It's not that deep. It ain't that deep. Oh man. Well, I think I got that on film. I'm gonna add it to my movie and whatnot. Add it to my movie and whatnot. Maybe do a little slow motion. My video is shot in 60 frames a second, and what that means to the layman is I've got twice as many frames as a normal folk, or as normal 60 frames a second normally used for action. And since we're doing a little action, that's what I'm using. But the point being is I might be able to get a decent slow motion out of the splash through the mud puddle there. Might look cool. Of course, you want about twice as many frames than that for a good slow motion, nice and smooth. And yeah, but you can usually get something to look pretty good at 60 frames a second. We'll check it out. Oh, looky here, here's another staging location. This here is a staging location, but I don't know what staging location this is. Seems like this is familiar to me from the past. That's what that seems like to me. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we got mud flying everywhere. Oh crap. Ah, there's mud flying everywhere. Not good. Bring that down. Oh wow, look at this. We're going underneath Highway 87 right here. Underneath it. That's pretty cool. Gonna end up on the other side. Oh wow, that's pretty cool, man. That is pretty slick. And then here's the other side right here that we are underneath right now. Gotta love it, gotta love it. And now we are back on the west side of Highway 87. Oh, it's pretty all right. Some fun riding out here, man. No wonder this place is so popular. Somebody lost their flag, doo-dah, doo-dah. Somebody lost their flag, doo-doo-doo-dah-dee. That's another thing that's kind of a thing with these older gentlemen, is they're into these flags. They feel that they feel like they need to fly these flags. It's just a thing. It's just their thing. You know, they like to fly their American flag or their branch of the military flag, whatever it is, whatever a flag of their choice. But rest assured, there's a flag to be flown. And I don't get it, because they hit everything. All of these trees, all of this stuff. I've been watching these flags just nailing all of this stuff all day long. And it amazes me that they still have a flag by the time we get back. You know, flags are a dune thing, and for good reason, in the dunes, but out in the desert, they don't, I don't think they make you any more visible. Maybe in certain circumstances or something, but I don't know. I just don't think it's, too necessary. I've never used one, and nobody I've ever ridden with, uses them. But it's just part of their thing. In case anybody was wondering, I know somebody was going to ask me about it, and it's easier to preemptively answer questions in the form of a video than it is for me to make my phalanges sore typing out big long responses and stuff. So thought we'd do that instead this time. This is the easiest going ride I've ever been on. You know, you go 5 miles or so, then you stop and take a break and talk about it, and go another 5 miles or so, give or take, and you stop and talk about it a little while, and so on and so forth. You get the idea. You just rinse and repeat, and that's kind of how this ride has been going, and it's not objectionable to me at all. It's a nice change of pace, because when I'm riding by myself, I stop at the end wherever it is that I'm going, and then I stop when I get back. Those are the normally the 2 stops I make. Once in a blue moon, I'll stop and get a drink or something like that. But yeah, normally for me, it's a couple 2-3 stops, something like that total. So this is real nice. Get to talk and not be in a hurry or anything, and just conversate with folks, which I don't get to do very often. It's a lot of fun, actually. All right, coming up on some fellas right here, guys. Coming up on some fellas. Look at everybody's got a flag. It's crazy to me. Wow, but some older gentlemen, older folks, so they're flying flags. I mean, that's the new thing, man. I remember back in the day when I was riding and I had my own group, and we saw like, I don't know, Tons of people on the trail every time. Never saw any of these flags waving in the air. And look how raggedy they're all looking. That one up there is just a streamer. This one, this Arizona flag, just all beat to hell. American flag on the right hand side, barely hanging on. I don't know, man. Just seems like you're murdering your flag, but then again, you got to ask yourself, where else would you fly your flag? You know, pretty easy to fly your flag off a ATV, UTV kind of thing. So I suppose if you wanted to do that, that's the way you could do it. I gotta pee.